Oh, poor unknowing Hastings.
Is it poor unknowing Hastings, though?
Well, not really. It's kind of a pompous ass.
So the messenger comes in and says, Stanley had a dream, and Hastings is like, psh.
And then what Catesby's purpose is to like come in and let him know that they're going to crown Richard, but what is he's trying to like gauge Hastings' loyalty there, I guess.
Go, gentle Catesby, and as it were far off, sound thou, Lord Hastings, how he doth stand affected to our purpose. I'll have this crown of mine cut from my shoulders before I'll see this crown so foul misplaced. But canst thou guess that he doth aim at it? Catesby, I am my life, and like telling him what to say, and hopes to find you forward, wink, upon his party for the gain thereof, wink. But he doesn't
bite. He's like, nope.
If it's a hint, he doesn't get the hint.
Hastings has so many opportunities in this scene to like figure it out in one way or the other, right?
He's just woken up out of bed, so I guess he's probably like maybe a little, like disoriented. Can't quite get it together, maybe.
Yeah, like he's trying to process the information that he's receiving.
Maybe that's like one of those things that he's probably thinking it, but oops, he said it out loud. But then like what Matt said, Casey tries to like give him it out and he doesn't take it. So I don't know.
There's also the fact that these people that he despises, they're getting beheaded. So his focus may not have been on himself.
Some of Hastings' first lines back to the messenger are, bid him not fear the separated council. His honor and myself are at the one, and at the other is my good friend Catesby. Nothing's going to happen.
What Jessica said is like the next thing that he says. Catesby says, the kindred of the queen must die at Pomfret. Hastings says, great. Indeed, I am no mourner for that news, because they have still been my adversaries. But that I'll give my voice on Richard's side to bar my master's heirs in true descent. God knows I will not do it to the death.
And Catesby's got these great, like, Michael Corleone lines, too.
Yeah.
God knows I will not do it to the death. God keep your lordship in that gracious mind.
Make him an offer we cannot refuse.
Yeah. Well, except that he doesn't realize that he made an offer because...
Right.
He's probably just like, talking out loud, thinking out loud, and it cost him his whole life.
Like, why is he the one? Like, nobody else trusts anybody else.
Yeah.
Why does Hastings trust all these people?
Richard and Buckingham kind of had like his enemies killed at Pomfret, like those were his enemies, so maybe that's why he thought that those two were on his side.
I really felt Hastings in terms of the, you say something to someone you trust and then you don't realize how it's going to come back and bite you. It was a really, really sympathetic way to play him.
So, like, he obviously has no idea what's going on behind his back, but even all of these other things that he thinks Richard's done for him were not good enough for him to pledge allegiance to Richard or just shut up.
I mean, it is kind of pompous to think that, like, his words of, like, he's not going to be king, not if I can do something, you know what I mean? I'm not going to see that happen. Like, he has some sort of control over it. And then, again, like he...
Over my dead body kind of thing.
This reminds me of the last conversation that we had about Buckingham and wondering with his inability to see or to believe that Richard would betray him. Was that arrogance? Was it naivete?
They're kind of in the same spot, I guess, him and Buckingham.
The thing is, Hastings is right about Richard. I guess that's the thing. He's right, and he's willing to say it.
Or it's just that he doesn't have it in him what everyone else does. That's why, like, really, really kind and pure people get burned so much, because they don't think like that. I don't think he's super kind and super pure, but he might not be playing chess while everyone else is. He's playing checkers. Nobody let him in on it.
Right. And chess is just more complicated.
So, like, when you're playing chess, different players have more power. In checkers, it's basically the same. The moves are the same. And he was just thinking that they were all playing checkers.
All these knights are jumping around and the bishops are zigzagging over here, and I just want to get to the end of the board.
You want to get to the end of the board and become the queen.
Who doesn't want to be the queen?
I don't know. If I've learned anything from Shakespeare, it's that I don't want to be the king or the queen.
I only want to be the jester.
I feel like that doesn't end so well either.
No.
There's fruit in The Godfather too. In this one, it's go get me the strawberries. Who knows why? In The Godfather, Marlon Brando.
Franny, this
dies
video
on
is
the
going to be
porch of his
unusable again.
Sorry, so sorry, so sorry.
Why can't we use that?
Right.
I told Michaela she has to get back in these conversations because now I'm just the idiot that everyone's making fun of. Marcia, your hair looks awesome.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since the text you sent my way.